It is officially November, which means spooky season is over, and while I had a very disappointing spooky season, I still want to rank all 8 horror movies I watched. Yes, I only was able to watch 8. It was a very busy month for me, but hey, here are the 8 I have watched. Now, there is a lot of modern here, there's a lot of classics, well, not really a lot of classics, but there's one classic in here, but a lot of them are modern movies. I'll tell my story, why I watched them along the way. Before I get started, please make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, and comment down below what is your ranking of the horror movies you saw this month. Pretty easily in last place is Candyman, a movie that had an intriguing premise. Could have been really intriguing. The story of Candyman really intrigues me, but this movie was honestly quite blatantly offensive to me because it plays into the trope that white people are bad. White people hate black people, and that's why they are bad. To where, quite literally, the resolve of the movie is a white cop saying, hey, I'm going to put you in jail for this because of your skin color. Like, over the top racist stereotypes that just don't make any sense. It just came across as telling the audience that black people or that white people are bad and that they've always repelled against black people. Like, no regard for non-racists. Like, a lot of people aren't racist, and the movie just very highly offensive, and along those lines, also the story itself is just, like, I like the idea of Candyman, I just don't like the execution. It has weird imagery for sake of weird imagery, and the kills weren't even cool, they were just campy. In 7th, Shelby Oaks. This was a massive disappointment for me. I love Chris Stuckman. I grew up with his YouTube channel. He's one of my big inspirations why I have my YouTube channel, and 2/3 of this movie was great. The way it was kind of like this murder mystery, murder documentary was really cool, found footage really cool. I really loved the vibe through all that, and for 2/3 of the movie, I was really trekking along with it. I was really invested in the story, and then by the time I got to the 3rd act, it just turned into a Hereditary situation where, oh, it's just a demon who is using this character to get what he really wants all along, that we've seen in 100 different movies. And so a movie that started off very fresh, very original, slowly just completely turned around and became a very generic and dull horror movie that just left me very unsatisfied. 6, The Black Phone 2. Now, The Black Phone is a movie that I wasn't the biggest fan of, but I liked. The Black Phone 2 was also a movie that I liked, but wasn't the biggest fan of. I feel like the set pieces were great in here. I love that you could pretty much take this one on its own or just completely forget it existed if you didn't like the movie. For someone who liked the movie, I like some of the ideas that it had. Ethan Hawke's really good, but Madeline McGraw is absolutely insanely good in this movie. Thing is, there is a little bit of campiness that doesn't quite work. Some story elements are just completely goofy, and the way they get to this camp, just I didn't buy into that at all. But once we get into the whole shift of things with the grabber, I had a pretty good time. 5, Hard Eyes. Instead of watching Halloween on Halloween, I watched Hard Eyes with my family. It was a really disappointing Halloween, but hey, I really enjoy Hard Eyes. I think it's a really fun slasher. The romance between our two leads is really good, and I always buy it. And it's just kind of just this really fun movie in the vein of Scream and movies like that. So I always have a really good time with this movie. 4, Companion. Honestly, it's the runner-up to my favorite movie of the year. I love this movie. I love the twist in here. I love how it's just a really fun movie with these characters. Just kind of like this. I'm trying to dance around spoilers here in case you can't tell, but it's just really fun premise, really fun movie. Sophie Thatcher is great in here, and I do love the themes. The themes that in a movie, it's very easy to offend me, but the movie just didn't offend me. The movie used its themes well, and that's something I really enjoyed about the movie. I have a really fun time with this movie, and I've rewatched it quite a few times, and rewatched it this Halloween season, and I still love it. I showed my brother It. This is one of my favorite horror movies. I love the cast of characters here. The Loser Club is absolutely great, and I just love their dynamic, and it's funny. I think Pennywise is just this great horror villain. Of course, there's the problem with Andy Muschietti and the CGI and what everyone wants to say, but I really don't have a problem with it. I still really enjoy this movie. I think the longer it goes along, the more plot points it adds on that don't quite work for the movie, but still, it is just a really great movie, and I'm really digging Welcome to Derry so far. My runner-up, one of my favorite movies of the decade, Talk to Me. This is a phenomenal movie. I love all the layers in this. Literally had a conversation with my brother about all the layers and how he interpreted the movie. And it's very easy to watch a movie and say, well, the movie leaves a lot of room for interpretation, but doesn't give enough answers. This one does give enough answers. It just leaves a lot to think about. It's devastating. It's horrifying. There's plenty of body horror in here. I still love that ending. It's just a very haunting and creepy movie. And Talk to Me is a movie that I absolutely adore. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Only to get beat out by Scream. Have a full review on the channel, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this one, but it is just perfect story, amazing cast, great mystery with very satisfying answers, chilling lines, just really revitalized the horror slasher genre. Scream is one of the best movies of all time, and is probably my favorite horror film of all time. I adore this movie. Thank you guys for watching my ranking the Halloween movies that I've seen this year. And please make sure to go down in the comment section. Tell me what are the movies you saw and how would you rank them. And with that said, subscribe.